Hello and happy St. Patrick's Day. From Missouri State University, it's Class 6 state semifinal action. The Nixa Eagles taking on the Staley Falcons, 27-3 for Nixa, 26-4 for Staley. Two teams we expected would be on center stage, and here they are tonight. Hi, everyone. Welcome courtside here at JQH Arena. I'm Ryan Retone, joined by my partner Trey Hartwell and apparently Devin Kemp, who just went and got a basketball right in front of us. Trey, we've been waiting all year. I mean, waiting probably our whole high school careers. How's it going tonight, man?
I'm doing great. We've had a great season so far. Only 3 losses on the schedule, and 2 of them coming to, well, all 3 of them coming to quality opponents, Catholic in the Final Four in Class 5, and Blair Oaks not being able to get past Vashon in their district.
But Father Tolton.
And Tolton.
They slipped up to Father Tolton, who we ended up beating. So
yeah,
I mean,
Luke Northweather getting the Gatorade Player of the Year in Missouri, and also Bruce Thornton getting the Player of the Year in Georgia.
Yes.
And he was a big part in that Nixa game for Milton. So there's been some quality teams that Nixa's played them in very close games too. 1-point loss to Milton, who was top 50 in the country at the time, and that might be the toughest opponent that Nixa's played all season. So Nixa, they're coming into this game hot. 11 straight wins with some very big wins against Kickapoo, obviously, and last week against Lee Summit West, getting the 20-point win in the state quarterfinals, which is unheard of in Class 6 boys basketball, and really responding well to a very physical team. And a glaring thing on that game, Nixa shot the free throws well.
They did. They
did not miss free throws that often, which is big coming off of a 4 for 14 showing from the line against Kickapoo.
Yes, and Nixa, they've raised their average. It just sounds crazy to say raised. They've raised to about a 62% free throw shooting team. Staley, on the other hand, 70% free throw shooting team. Still not great. I mean, There's not really a good high school free throw shooting team in Missouri this year. But something we saw in the last game between Chaminade and CBC, which honestly propelled CBC to this championship game tomorrow, is Robert Martin, CBC's best player, shot 13 for 16 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
And honestly, without that, there were times where it looked like, oh, Chaminade's in this. And then all of a sudden, free throw. Yeah. I mean, as a team, 25 for 33 from the line with CBC and 12 for 14 with Chaminade. But obviously, when you get to the line 33 times, you're probably going to win the basketball game. And I think that's a theme I hope to continue to see in this game. We'd be discounted if we didn't see some good shooting teams here.
Yeah,
Trey.
And Nixa, this will be the 7th game in this gym.
Hopefully we figured it out by now.
Yeah,
right?
Hopefully you figured it out by now. They've grown used to this one, but they haven't been able to win big games on this stage other than those Catholic Partridge games. Those were big ones in the Tournament of Champions, but couldn't finish with the blue and gold tournament championship, which is something a lot of people wanted to see in Jay Osborne's last year. He's kind of owned that tournament since he came to Nixa, but they weren't able to do it. So hopefully that'll change tonight for the Eagles. But yeah, I think that they'd have a glaring advantage with being played 7 times.
7 times here, and obviously Staley, no games here this year. Look at Staley's season. They finished 2nd place in the Webster Groves tournament earlier in the year, lost to Webster Groves in the championship game, and Webster Groves, I feel like I've said their name really a lot right there, but they're here as well in the Class 5 tournament. And then they won the William Jewell Classic, a big tournament in the Kansas City area, won the Liberty tournament, and then obviously Class 6 District 8 champions, only on a 4-game winning streak. They did lose to Lee Summit right before the season started, which is a team that fell to Lee Summit West, but I don't think you look too far into that because Lee Summit was missing 2 players when they took on Lee Summit West in the district championship game or district semifinal game. So I don't think you look at that one and be like, oh, we can compare teams. Nixa is like a 30-point favorite here. No, this is like a 3-point game, 2-point game when it comes to spreads. If we had college or if we had high school betting,
yeah,
and you could flip a coin.
Someone put it at 3.5 or 3.7, I think, in favor of Staley. But honestly, the spread would probably be 0. I think
you could flip
even.
A coin.
Yeah, and really, in my opinion, even though that last game was about a 20-point game, I think that all 4 of the games that will be played this weekend in Class 6 schools, if you flipped a coin, you might have a better winning percentage than if you just looked at the teams and picked them, because no one can probably pick who's winning the Class 6 state tournament right now. CBC might be the favorite right now, as they've they came hot into this tournament.
And honestly, even though they let Chaminade back in, Chaminade never really had any hope in that game. I mean, they just dismantled them.
Yeah.
And that's a good basketball team.
There's a really good basketball team. So I think CBC's the favorite right now, but either of these schools can win it.
I think this is one of the few years, we talk about, and obviously it's like, it went in your favor this year. Of course you're going to say that. I think this is one of the few years where the best 4 teams are playing at this time. Typically, you have one. You could argue the Liberty Staley thing. You argue Nixa Kickapoo, but I think this is the best 4 teams, and we're down to 3 right now. So Staley looking for their first state championship game appearance in recent history, at least. Yeah. I don't have their history past 2009. Haven't been to one. Last year fell to Liberty, who eventually finished Class 6 runner-ups. They fell to them in the district championship game, or in the sectionals game. My goodness. Very excited tonight. That's what it is. And then Nixa looking for their first appearance since 2012 when they finished runner-up, beat Marquette at Mizzou Arena. So first time for both of these teams playing here in the state semifinals, but first time I've seen for Staley in recent history. So new to the stage, Trey.
Yeah, I think Nixa, they've had some big games in the past, so I think that there's a lot of experience for them. But Staley's had some really big games because, they've made it 2020. They were the finalists before it got canceled, and I believe that they would.
Was that what it was in 2020? They were finalists? Okay, so they have appeared in the Final Four, just never got to play in it.
Yes, and they would have.
I didn't see that.
If they would have won that, they would have played the winner of CBC Kickapoo, and that was back whenever CBC had Caleb Love.
CBC had Caleb Love. Chaminade had they had the Mayo kid. They had a lot of good players too. Taurus Reed that year. So it was a stacked tournament that we never got to see play out.
Yeah, I know that was kind of disappointing, but Nixa losing to Kickapoo right before that happened. Kickapoo only played 1 game after that.
Yes, against Waynesville, and it was like a 30-point game.
Yeah. It's that one was a tough way to end the season for pretty much everyone. No one really got the satisfaction of either losing a game or winning the state championship. So it was kind of a disappointing end to that season. But Staley's got the chance to finally respond to a state semifinal appearance. And Nixa, for the seniors, it seems like they've been waiting since 7th grade for this.
Yes. The captain's meeting currently going on over there on the other side on the actual scores table, the official one. That's Coach Neff and Coach Osborne shaking hands. Coach Neff, a Lafayette High School graduate from St. Joe, and he's got a career record of 339 and 160. And at Staley, it's 112 and 50. So losing hasn't, not necessarily a loser, but he had a few years, 2019, just 11 and 13, 18, 13 and 12, and 17, 16 and 10. So, he inherited a program that wasn't necessarily hot and turned him into something pretty impressive, Trey Hartwell.
Yeah, I don't know what that buzzer was for.
Yeah, me either.
But, Osborne, both these teams kind of coming in the same way. The senior class was part of a kind of down year for him. Nixa 18 and 14 back in 2019, the 18-19 season, and Staley probably the same way. And then they kind of turned it around. The seniors on both teams are very strong, and I would assume that there's a lot of college recruiters in the building right now.
Oh, I would agree, definitely a lot. We'll talk about it throughout the game, but it looks like we're getting started early. It'll be the Staley Falcons in the white, the Nixa Eagles in the red. We'll take it down to the floor. Rick Jester, the starting lineups, and we'll be back for the tip-off of this one. Well, Trey, here we go. Been waiting all year.
Yeah.
It's the Nixa Eagles, the Staley Falcons. They announced the starting lineups. No surprises for either team except for the
Jordan Turner starting at center.
That's what I was going to say.
I don't know why they announced him as center, but it's a new one.
Apparently, Jordan Turner's the center for the Eagles tonight. Coach Osborne's won 674 games in his career. Why not Why not switch things up tonight? Maybe he knows something we don't. I don't know. Clearly, he does know a lot more than we do.
Yeah,
because we've not won any basketball games, and I picked Iowa to go to the Final Four. So here we go. It's the Falcons in the white. Nixa in the red. Jarrett Nelson and Caden
so not
Fish.
Jordan. Not Jordan.
Nope. Fish standing in at 6'6", Nelson at 6'4".
And Jarrett Nelson is probably the biggest 6'4" guy on the planet.
For a spot in the State 6 title game, and we're underway. The Class 6 title game, not State 6. There we go. Tip controlled by the hometown Nixa Eagles. A great crowd tonight. Kale Combs throws it to Turner right side. Now back up top, Ruffin. Staley defense extending well out beyond the three-point line, and it's Combs left side. Combs baseline drive. He loses it, and now they're whistling for a travel.
He had Jarrett open on the inside, and
Yes.
we're going to see Jackson Bell pick up full court, and that's probably a good thing. He just kind of pressured the inbound, but he doesn't back up now.
He'll pick up on the star junior Kyan Evans, averaging 16 a game this year. They go right side. Larry Parker, the third jump shot. No rebound by Ruffin. So both teams early defensive stops, and now a foul whistled right in front of us. Here, half court, JQH logo. Go ahead.
I don't know if anyone can hear that, but it is a very Nixa-heavy crowd tonight.
Yes, the hometown Eagles showed out. Now, Staley did travel decently well, for a 3 to 4 hour drive, but Nixa out in droves tonight. It's Colin Ruffin with the basketball. He'll drive left side, now give it off to Bell. Turner in front of the Staley bench, gives it off to Ruffin.
They're extending way beyond the three-point line.
Ruffin drives all the way to the basket, kicks it off to Nelson, pump fake the foul, and he'll go to the line for two.
Almost got the and one there, but what a pass from Ruffin.
Yes, just couldn't finish. Nelson under 50% from the free throw line this year, 46 of 93. And I think we all remember the ones on this goal from earlier in the year. But these are the ones that count, right, Trey?
Yep.
And he hits it. Let's go.
Hey.
That's the start we wanted. Look, tournament champions, championship, whatever, blue and gold, whatever, state championship, right? So Eagles on the board first here tonight. Nelson drills both of his free throws, 2 for 2 from the line.
How about that?
Yeah, Jordan Burns.
I'm on.
Welcome.
I'm a little quiet, so I turn myself
that's
Kyan Evans, what a move. And now they go left side to Larry Parker III. Bridges, now they go inside. It's Fish. Guarded by Nelson. Fish, the hook, and it rims in. And now we're knotted up at 2.
You know, Jarrett calls me his biggest hater, but we would not be in this position without Jarrett Nelson.
No, we would not.
So we got COVID to thank for that.
Yes.
Since it took away his baseball season, he decided to play basketball, and he's been a big part for the past couple of years, and now we're in the state semifinals in a large part to him.
Combs driving through, kicks it out. Turner, there's your shooter, can't hit it.
Oh,
and the rebound to Combs. Yeah, they were fighting for it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Combs is the one you want with it. So, Ruffin at the Bear logo. Kicks it off to Combs. Combs right side, throws it into Nelson. They bring a double team. Somehow he corrals it, and Nelson's got 4 early.
And that's what you need right now.
Want to go quick up ahead, and Nelson tips it out of bounds.
Almost got the steal.
3/4 quarter pass, tipped out of bounds, and now it's Staley basketball. Wow, we get a chance to reset real quick.
Yeah,
seems like all these playoff games, very quick starts. They all matter so much. Evans inside, it's Bird. Bird blocked off the backboard. Second chance, he gets it to go. And we're knotted at 4 here, just 2 minutes and 20 seconds into the basketball game.
Staley going to bring a little bit of a full court pressure. And
yes, they extend up with Evans on Ruffin.
It's kind of a delayed trap.
Yeah, bring a double team. Bell corner. Combs all alone for 3. Bang! The offense firing on all cylinders here early for Nixa. And it's a 7-4 lead. Evans on the other end wants to go fast, gets it to go with the left hand.
Yeah, this is a fast-paced game, and something we haven't seen in this gym, especially for the Eagles, is high scoring, and hopefully this will keep up. It's an exciting game so far.
Ruffin, they bring the double team. He's 14 points away from 1,000 points in his career. Combs, long pass to Turner, inside Nelson, and they'll draw the blocking foul. That one on the floor takes away the easy layup. I think that's already 2 fouls, however. No, it's not, because that's the first foul of the game.
All right, Nate Berger.
No.
No, that was the second
Yeah,
foul.
that was the second.
That's the third foul of the game
Wow.
for Staley.
It's behind here on the scoreboard.
The banner should be correct, though.
Yes. Ruffin will inbound it underneath his own basket. Goes to Nelson in the corner. Now up top, Combs. Running through screens. Combs at the Bear logo. He goes to Bell right side. 3 minutes off the clock. Combs in the corner, driving to the basket. They'll wave it off, and that's a foul. The fourth on Staley. Man, they're going to start feeling like they're getting hosed.
And I like the aggressiveness from the Eagles.
Yes.
They're going right into them, making them call something. That's what we want to see.
Put all the pressure on the officials to make a call.
Absolutely.
Is the score 7-6?
It is.
Yeah.
I did not realize Staley had the lead. Combs
They don't.
inside.
They don't.
Nixa
they did before. Never mind.
What?
I'm not even going to try
Staley
to explain
has not had the lead
Yes, I'm
today.
not even going to try to explain what I was saying. Combs in front of the bench of Staley. Now up top, Turner and Ruffin left side. I knew what I meant, but it just didn't make any sense. They bring a double team. Ruffin trying to find someone. Goes into the corner. Turner wins the jump ball. Kicks it off Nelson. Pump fake and can't get the layup to go. It was wide open. Just rushed it a little bit and rebound by the Falcons.
That's a tough break for the Eagles.
Yes. Evans gives it off to Fish. Now right side, Bridges. Throw it across.
Oh, great defense from Bell.
Yes. Bell on Evans, rather. And it's going to be the matchup to watch tonight. Evans, 16.4 points in the Suburban Red Conference is not easy to do. Bridges gives it off. It's tipped by Combs. Combs diving onto the table. And it'll stay with Staley.
And that's what you want to see. You want to see your players showing a lot of hustle in these late games. And that's really what the Eagles have done, especially Jackson Bell, as he's held the top three players that they've played. And we're going to go quick here.
Inside, blocked by Cale Combs, out of bounds, and they'll give it to the Nixa Eagles.
By the way, if any college recruiters are listening or anything, we are Nixa students.
We are Nixa students.
We have to keep reminding people of that.
Yes.
We forgot to do that today, but
yeah, it's just emotions.
Yeah.
Ruffin across the timeline, 3:38 to play. It's a 7-6 lead for the Nixa Eagles. Corner, Jackson Bell. Now high arcing pass up to Combs, and he wins a jump ball on the floor. Who's got it? There was a lot of contact there, and it goes to Staley. Wow.
That would have been illegal in football. I don't know how there wasn't a call there. We're going to go deep three.
From way downtown, no one out of bounds. And
ball don't lie.
Combs not feeling the best today, and I'm sure that didn't help.
Yeah.
Have a substitution here. It's Brogdon Donaldson into the game for the first time.
Hand me that paper.
Hand burns the paper.
He's trying to motion it to me. I had no idea what he was motioning.
3:09 to play. And the Eagles across the timeline. It's a 7-6 lead for Nixa. My goodness. We're throwing things everywhere. Combs left side. They go to Bell off an elevator screen. He wants the deep three, and it's off the front iron. Rebound by the Falcons. They want to push it ahead fast. Beautiful no-look pass, and Brogdon Donaldson can't finish. Rebound to Turner. Wow.
I don't know what's going on.
Ruffin across half court. 2:40 to play. No points out of Colin Ruffin, and they call a hand check.
Thank goodness. We need a second to breathe.
Everybody did.
Colton Berry's
you
going to
need
come
to go get your can that's sitting on the floor.
Unbelievable.
My goodness. Papers flying. This is the state semifinals. Nelson checks out. Berry into the game. They're going to throw it in the backcourt. Combs catches it over the shoulder. Trey's got his can. We're in good shape. Combs wants to go fast all the way to the rack. What an athletic move. Can't finish. And rebound.
Stolen by Turner.
Now stolen. Jordan Turner with it. Colin Ruffin right back to Turner. They find Ruffin. He's all alone. 4-3. Bang! And it's going to be a timeout for the Staley Falcons. The hometown crowd on their feet in JQH Arena. Oh, my goodness.
Well, this game has been very, very hectic. But leading to a rebound by Staley. Goodness, can't get the words out. And then they're running fast up the court, and all of a sudden Jordan Turner shows up, and they can't get set back on defense. Colin Ruffin gets a wide open three. And Nixa going into this timeout 10-6, up by 4.
Yes.
2:17 left in the first. They got to keep this momentum going.
The first semifinal game, not much atmosphere.
No.
They have brought it in this one, and they have shown
Yes.
it in this one.
I'm
It has
not-
been a game.
I'm not going to lie. I was a little disappointed with the crowd whenever I came walking in. I was like, man, I thought there'd be normal Nixa
Yeah.
people already here. Yeah, no disappointment.
Yeah.
Lower bowl starting to fill up. The Nixa bench, behind the Nixa bench, packed. Not an empty seat. This is the state semifinal game,
Yeah.
right? We get to the state championship game. My goodness. Kyan Evans across the timeline. 2:10 to play.
Colin Ruffin
Yes,
playing the
almost
passing
a
lanes,
steal.
almost got it, and that would have brought the house down.
Lee with it right side. Now
No
they
way.
go up top. Donaldson.
Noah Engelman checked in, and Nix is going to switch back into a 3-2 defense, and it gets a steal here almost.
And now a layup. No. Put back. No. Blocked by Colton
Berry.
Berry. They are going nuts here at JQH Arena. It's Colin Ruffin with it in the front court now. 11 away from 1,000 in the career. But why not just go get a win tonight instead? Turner picks up his dribble and finally gives it off to Ruffin. Ruffin will call out the play with 90 to go here in the first quarter. Bring the screen with Berry. Hard double team. Ruffin splits it, throws it to
Great
Turner in the
pass.
corner. Now Turner, Ruffin up top. He'll drive using his left hand. Defender on his back, goes to Berry, now back to Ruffin. Ruffin loses the basketball, a foul's whistled, the 6 on Staley, and Nixa hasn't fouled yet.
Yeah, they're playing very disciplined tonight, and it's really paying off as Kale Combs going to check back in.
I think that's been the story of these playoffs for
Yeah.
Nixa. I mean, yeah, you have the first 2 games which are blowouts, but I think Joplin could have snuck up on you if you're not disciplined.
Is a good one, but holding always right to very little
Yes.
points, that's a big part of it.
Ruffin to inbound here. They go to Bell, now right back Ruffin in
Thought
the
about
corner.
it.
Yeah, thought about firing for 3. Now he'll dribble it back out. He's defended by Lee on the
man,
right
he's wide
side.
open.
He wants the 3 from way downtown. Yes! Ruffin extends the lead to 7 with under a minute to go in the first quarter. Right side, Parker the third. Now inside,
Travel.
Donaldson. He did travel.
He did, yeah.
They'll go back outside. Parker up top to Lee. 50 seconds to play, and the star junior Kyan Evans barking out the play. They go up top, Donaldson, now left side to Evans, inside, elbow shot. Rims in and out, rebound to who? It goes to Jackson Bell with 30 to play. A chance to blow this lead pretty open
Yeah, I mean,
in the first quarter.
if they hit a 3 here, they're up by 10 going into the second. That is absolutely massive.
Yes, 18 to play, Ruffin right side. He's hit 2 threes already tonight. 14, Ruffin gives it into the corner to Turner. Turner up top, Berry, this isn't who you want to have it, but
Yeah.
now this is who you want.
This is who you want to have it.
Bell.
No, this is who you want to have it.
Colin Ruffin, his third of the night. Oh, it misses everything with a second to play. That looked good, too. And they just,
They
that's
just
not
run the
right.
clock out, yeah.
Yeah, that's not right.
They're going to talk about it. There should be 0.5 on the clock. But everyone, oh boy.
They
if
stopped it with .5.
Yeah.
I didn't hear a whistle,
Well,
and then they
here
started it
we've
again.
got,
Well,
we've
and
got
the-
a conversation
And the
here.
cheerleaders are on the floor, so
Oh,
you might
my
as well
goodness.
just take it to the second quarter. Well, everyone seems to think that the quarter's
You might
over,
as well
so
just say this is Branson High School, and we've got the cheerleaders
Oh,
on the
my
floor, and we've got a
goodness.
ball stuck.
we got 0.5 on the clock. Good night.
Because
this
why
is
not?
a state semifinal game.
So what does that do for the quarter break?
We'll have another one.
My
Oh, they
goodness.
put 0.7 up.
0.7.
They gotta
0.7
move the
seconds here
cheerleaders
on the
on the
clock.
floor.
Yeah, get the cheer. Well, you might as well just let them finish at this point. I mean,
If
guys,
this ends up like the Webb City into the first half, and they just inbound it and run out the clock.
hey, look, it's not just Branson High School. This is everywhere. It happens all across the nation, clearly, because this is the highest level in Missouri. And we
And the
guess
highest
what?
level in Missouri is probably higher than most levels in,
Yes.
in the country.
I can't get .7 on the clock, so we're going to do .8.
oh, well, yes,
I
we are
tried
doing it manually.
.6 and .7. None of them worked.
They inbound it.
I don't think he got it.
Did he get it off? It doesn't matter.
gonna make it.
Oh, he
he
almost
almost
made it.
got it off the shot clock.
that wouldn't have
Do a little
counted,
click.
but he was very close to making that.
Do a little Plinko action there.
So let's go ahead and step aside real quick, catch our breath. It's 13-6, the Nixa Eagles on top. Class 6 state semifinal action back after the break. And we're back here at JQH Arena. You might mistake it for Eagle Fieldhouse, though, Trey.
Yeah.
It's 13-6, the Nixa Eagles on top. A date with CBC on the line tomorrow at 4 o'clock. The loser will take on Chaminade at 12 o'clock in Hammond Student Center. Now, we might hit 43s if we're in that game, but let's not be in that game.
Let's hope to not be in that game.
When we're underway here in the second quarter.
Let's hope to hit 43s in J2H.
Yeah, why not?
Colin's been shooting the ball great.
Emmanuel Bird inside. Oh, my goodness, the two-handed jam. What a play there from Staley.
Well, they took advantage of that 3-2 defense,
yes,
which the Eagles have been in. They might switch out of that now. Every defense they were throwing at them was working in the first quarter.
You know, it happens. You've got a play drawn up out of the quarter. Like, what do you expect? Ruffin picks up his dribble at half court, just throws this one up for grabs, and it's stolen by Bird.
But it's going to get taken back.
Right back away, and Combs just going to go ahead and take it himself, not let it go out of bounds.
Oh,
Combs,
he's going to get the steal.
He wants to go fast. Dishes it off. Ruffin for three, no. And that's out of bounds off of Staley. No, off of Nixa.
That's not a good call.
No, it's not.
And it'll go to Staley.
And Jarrett was being pushed a lot on that rebound, too. There could have been anything on that. And I don't think that they got any of the calls right.
So a 5-point game. Wow. Okay, just throw that one out there.
Just saying, it didn't look right.
No, Evans will sit at center circle, now go left side to Fish.
Looks like they switched back into a 2-3.
Oh, they want to throw a lob up top
Jarrett
to
saw
Fish.
that coming from a mile away.
He did catch it, though.
Because Nixa does it all the time.
High post shot, no. Being torn around, and Nelson
There's going to be a foul here.
Tied up. Was it a foul or just a jump ball?
No, they called a foul.
They both had fist up.
Goodness.
Yeah, they both had fists up.
And it got a little bit physical afterwards,
and
too.
That's going to send Nelson to the line, won't it? Or is that the 6?
That's the 6.
Wow. So for the rest, nope. Osborne's saying 1-1. It is the 1-1.
Scores table saying 1-1.
For 6 minutes and 51 seconds, the Nixa Eagles will be shooting free throws.
They have yet to foul. They are playing insanely disciplined right now, which is what they need to do.
Now, I don't know about the other two, but I did see the one had a Southeastern basketball officials.
I think all of them did.
Yes.
One of them didn't have the jacket on, but they might.
Yes, so
be Southeast.
There's no foot in the pot here anywhere.
Yeah.
They're all from nowhere near Staley or Nixa. And Nelson's going to go to the line for the 1-1. Made his first 2 tonight, knock on wood. The third one banks it in because the bank's open at 6:19. Maybe they don't close till 7 tonight.
The virtual location's at least open.
Yes, always open. I'm just go ahead and get on my mobile banking app right now. What do we got going
Ruffin
now?
shot 2 for 3 in the first quarter, and all 3 of the shots were three-pointers.
So now we have a conversation here with one of the officials and the table, and we're good now.
That's the 4th official.
And what were they talking
spare
about?
official. I don't know the answer to that one. Wanted to make sure the right shooter was up at the line would be my guess.
Well, Kelly's over there.
Well, it works. Nelson's second free throw, no good, and the rebound goes to Staley. And they want to go quick. That's their thing. Evans into the front court, dishes it off, corner, a 3. Ruffin was over it, but he drills it. That's Bridges. I don't know how to say his name, first name.
Osborne's got to be happy about the defensive effort from Ruffin there.
Yes. Turner gives it off to Ruffin, and now Combs left side.
Jarrett's just battling on the inside, but that's going to work too.
Combs, he gets it to go with the foul. He'll give him a flex because why not?
Caleb Combs might be the most athletic basketball player in the state.
Just picked up an offer from who in football?
Western Michigan.
Western Michigan. I mean, the MAC is absolutely loving him right now when it comes to football. Maybe they should give him some basketball love as well. Free throw to clean up the three-point play, no.
Oh,
but rebound to Jackson Bell.
Wow, that was a break.
And Jackson didn't even try to go after it.
Yes.
And he still got the rebound.
Ruffin pump fakes, drives left side all the way to the basket, dishes it off to the cutter, Combs, and a layup. Timeout, Staley.
Wow.
And just when you thought the Falcons had all the momentum, here comes standing the Nixa crowd. It's an 18-11 lead, Trey.
You can't let Colin Ruffin or Caleb Combs get going. You let them both get going, you're in trouble. And they are both going right now.
I mean, if you bought the stream, you saw the play right there. Just absolutely beautiful. Now, in the quarterfinal game, it was a lob that led to a dunk. But, I mean, it's like they've been playing together since they were 2. Yeah. With the way they had the communication. They were perfectly drawn up. And it was actually a play I saw Rutgers run a lot against Notre Dame last night, Trey.
Yeah, I know.
I'm being serious, though.
During that game.
I was.
That.
Rutgers, they had this kid that could literally just palm the basketball and throw it in. Much like we'll see John Bull do for CBC. Like, literally didn't have to jump, would just catch the lob and throw it into the hoop. It was one of the most impressive things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Eagles need to be careful to keep those hands off. You know, those officials are looking for a foul.
There's no need to foul at all.
Well, Jackson Bell playing great defense on the inbound, and he's going to back up.
They give it into Evans.
This is what we're going to see all night.
Yes.
And all weekend, no matter who Nixa plays.
Evans gives it off to Parker, and now right side. They've got, now it's up top to Evans. Into the post, Maniau. Spinning through the lane, they bring Combs, and there's the foul. That's what Burns was talking about.
2 shots, bucket's no good.
It didn't go in, did it?
I don't know.
Oh, the Staley crowd gets on their feet. But, I mean, there was multiple times on that possession where, what's that kid's name, number 4?
That's Maniau. Maniau.
He was open so many times as the first free throw is good.
That's Caden Fisher, actually. Caden Fish, and he got the layup to go. My goodness, I've called him 7 different names.
Well, he was open so many times, but then the athleticism of Jared just stopped that from being open.
And Combs almost undercut there.
And no shot. He stepped on the lane violation. We just saw a lane violation in the state semifinals.
Okay, but here's the thing. They'd probably let that go in a regular season game. It was very minuscule if it was. And so that's where you're going to get it called, is the big stage.
And every Nixa game we've seen this year, 0 lane violations. The first one we see in a state semifinal game.
Yes. Because why not?
Yeah,
Ruffin
we've had everything else.
on the left side, goes to Turner now. Bell very extended. 5:28 to play here in the first half. Combs off to Ruffin. Ruffin, jab step. Kicks it off to Bell now in the corner. Bell dribbling, wants the backdoor cutter. What a pass. Ruffin has it. He's double teamed. Now he gets his dribble. Oh, he finds Turner
pass.
all alone for 3. No. Wow, what a pass. And now Nelson getting a steal, and it goes out of bounds. Give it to the Staley Falcons. But I'm very impressed with that possession nonetheless.
Oh, yeah. Even though it didn't end in a basket, that was a very good possession.
Now, I would argue to say that Bell pass was probably a little unnecessary. I mean, you knew there was nothing there anyways.
Yeah.
But it was nonetheless, it was a great pass. And then Ruffin baseline, had that been a good pass, Turner's drilling it.
You know, they got to watch Evans on these inbounds. He's been pushing off a Bell almost every single time.
Yeah,
they're not going to call it, but I'm just saying, oh, man.
Combs almost gets a steal. It's Evans in the short corner. Kicks it off to Lee. Lee wants the bounce pass, loses it, and it's thrown out top to Jared Lee for Staley. My goodness. They bring the screen with Maniau. Now right side, set and shoot. Parker the third. No. Rebound to Combs.
Very athletic rebound by Combs.
Combs always doing athletic things. He wants to go in transition here. Hesitation move. Kicks it off to Nelson. Pump fake. He's blocked. Had Bell in the corner for 3. I like the choice to go up with it, especially with the amount of foul calls you've had so far. Still no Emmanuel Bird. He's got 2 fouls on the bench for Staley. Ruffin gives it into the corner to Combs. Combs jab step, drives baseline behind the back. He's in the paint now. Pump fake.
Oh my goodness!
What a move! He's fouled and gets it to go. He is incredibly hype right now. Wow, that kid can play basketball.
Cale Combs has just filled his takeover meter. He is going nuts right now.
Michael Jordan flu game? Question mark?
Maybe. He's playing great right now. I would not put it past him.
I don't know if he's that sick, is he?
No. No, I think he's fine, but he looks fine. You wouldn't know any different.
No, you wouldn't know.
Well, you wouldn't know any different in that Michael Jordan flu game either, the way he played.
Combs has 9 points.
Oh my goodness.
Can't get the free throw to go, though. He'd have 11 if he hit both those. In case you're wondering, Nixa's repping the blue on the scoreboard tonight.
Oh, man.
It's Kyan Evans inside. He's fouled. They wave it off.
But it's on the floor.
Yes. But in case you're wondering, on the banner, it's Nixa in the blue because we changed our colors to blue this year.
Colton Berry and Noah Enderman going to check in. Out goes Nelson and Combs to pretty good sized ovation from this crowd, which is something that we see in almost every game.
Yes.
Say almost every game. It probably is every game.
They inbound it to Donaldson. Now up top, Jared Lee. Defended by Turner. Lee wants to dribble left side. Halfway through the second quarter. Wow. Floater, no, and rebound to Ruffin.
Chance to make this a double-digit lead in the first half.
Yes, a massive possession here for the Nixa Eagles. Engelman into the game. They go into the corner. Turner with it. He'll dribble it back out. Turner hands it off to Engelman. Now he holds it up top. We saw Engelman dribble very well in Lee Summit West game. Now he picks up his dribble and throws it up top to Ruffin.
Oh, man. He
Ruffin,
makes it fall.
defender on the floor, wants it for three. Yes! He has 9. It's a 11-point game. My goodness. Now Kyan Evans on the other end. Evans, elbow jumper, and they whistle a foul on Bell. Oh, that could have been a lot of momentum for Nixa.
Even still.
Man, I'm losing my mind over here.
Colin Ruffin just made a man fall and hit a 3 in his face.
Look at him.
The lead
if you're watching the broadcast at home, Colin Ruffin you can see the emotion on the floor in this game.
Is it in his face if he's laying on the ground, though?
What?
So is it in his face if he's laying on the ground?
I mean, yeah, it kind of.
I know.
Oh, my goodness. They check out Engelman.
Well, the thing is, Colin Ruffin made the kid fall and then stared at him and then hit a 3 in his face.
Yes.
That's just heartless.
Ruffin with 9 points and 6 more quarters of basketball. He's 5 away from 1,000 in his career. A number we weren't sure if he was going to get.
I mean, he especially with all the problems that Collins went through in his career, starting as a sophomore. A sophomore year, he had a good year. And the junior year, he broke out. And then first game of the season, he goes down with a knee injury. And luckily, he's able to come back. Missed all
summer as well.
Missed all summer, yeah.
Both free throws were good. Staley picked up in a little bit of a full-court trap, but the Nixa Eagles break it with ease. And here goes Ruffin on the left side.
They're going to
bring a double team, throw it up top to Combs. Touch pass to Barry. Now corner Turner. And Turner just throws that one away. Now Ruffin with a steal, diving on the floor right in front of us. What are we going to have here? They're just throwing it away, and now it goes to Staley. Kyan Evans with it. They kick it. Corner, 3. No off the front rim, and rebound to Staley. Donaldson inside, and we whistle him for a foul. Combs was leaking out. They had the dunk, but they whistle for a foul.
A lot happening.
Jackson Bell got his hand in there and slapped away. And
Jackson seemed confused that it was on him.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people are because there was about 37 fouls that they could have called on one possession.
Yes. Yeah. So Donaldson will go to line to shoot too. Look, I love where we're set up. It is freaking awesome, right, guys? But I was scared out of my mind right there. We were about to have 3 dudes fall all over us.
In the game before, a kid dove for a loose ball and he knocked over a table.
Yeah, and
so let's hope that doesn't happen to us.
And he was much bigger than 5'8", 170 me.
And we're not at a scores table. We're at a plastic table.
Exactly, that's the thing.
With a curtain.
He missed both free throws.
Yeah, I'm sure we got a ball don't lie somewhere in there.
Yeah.
2:30 to play. Ruffin will cross the timeline. Corner to Turner. He thought about it. Bell inside. Now right back out. Turner inside out. Wants the 3. No. And that athletic rebound going to Staley. Combs pokes the ball away. Now goes right back to Staley. They have numbers. Kyan Evans. He'll dribble it back out. Inside to Donaldson. Donaldson loses the basketball and it goes to Turner. Turner, no look pass up ahead to Bell. 1-on-1. Bell fouled on the way up and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. My goodness.
Hey, we get a chance
Bell,
to breathe.
Smart there, kept that ball as far away from that defender as he could, knowing he's going in.
Yeah, he used his body to shield the ball, and that's smart.
Yep.
That's a smart basketball play, probably not a smart physical play, but because that kid was a lot bigger than he is. But he's able to sacrifice his body, gets the first free throw to go, makes it a 10-point lead for the Eagles.
You know, I think we say it a lot about Pete Meyer, like people forget how good of a basketball player he is. I think you say the same thing about Bell.
Yeah.
Like he's not really a scorer. He just comes in and plays defense, but his whole career he's been a scorer.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, speaking of Pete Meyer, just checked into the game.
Oh, yeah, he did. That's my favorite time. I told him last night he was going to hit a big 3.
If he hits a 3 in the first half,
this place is going nuts. Unfortunately, our 4 student section leaders just went down. They're going to be doing the halftime
free throw shootout.
Yes. Yeah. I've got my money on Russo. 2 minutes to play. It's 25-14. Nixa on top. Isaiah Bridges now up top to Manyao.
Got Engelman on him.
Parker the third kicks it out. It's Xavier Wilson. Free throw line jumper. No good. Rebound to Colin Ruffin.
Tough rebound there.
Every rebound is tough.
Watch out for a triple-double out of Colin Ruffin tonight. He's been playing great. Oh, what a
Behind
move.
the back move. Kicks it off to Barry. The slam and the foul. Oh, my goodness, Colton Barry. Hype up this Eagles crowd, why don't you? Whoa.
This place is on their feet right
Here's
now.
the replay.
Look at that.
He lost on the way up, too, and he still hit it.
I thought that was the case.
That is crazy.
The roof is pretty high here in JQH Arena, but I think Barry just raised it a little bit. My goodness. He can't get the free throw to go because we play for the Nixa Eagles, but a lot of momentum here. It's Kyan Evans across the timeline, and they'll go inside to Fish. Fish working on Barry, and he'll draw the foul. Imagine if Barry would have sent that.
If Barry would have sent that.
Oh, my goodness.
We saw a Jackson Bell. I can't remember what game it was, but he sent one in the next week in this gym. Can't remember what game that was. I know it was in the blue and gold because we were down courtside.
I remember that.
Yeah, I think it was Fairgrove maybe.
That could be what it was. Free throw up and good.
Because he doesn't play for the Nixa Eagles.
Hey, we've been shooting the basketball well so far.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, they turned it around from that dismal performance in that Kitchpoo game. 4 for 14 is not a very good three-point percentage. It's definitely not a very good free throw percentage.
No. Second free throw's good. 27-16. Nixa with the lead.
Nixa needs to keep this momentum going into halftime. If you go into halftime with a 10-point lead, it's tough to get back.
Engelman in a trap, and they go back out to Ruffin. Double team now. Engelman, right side, picks up his dribble. He's
Someone's
dead.
got to help him.
They hand it off to Ruffin. Ruffin trapped in the corner, and he'll whistle for a timeout. I think that's a very smart play.
Osborne is about at half court calling for a timeout.
He tried to get a timeout when Nelson or Engelman had it.
Yeah.
He's played in a few of these games.
Yeah, he knows how to deal with it.
Wow.
And did you hear what he yelled when he called it?
No.
It was actually, he was saying, night heating and air timeout. Night heating and air. He was shouting them out.
Hey, don't let Burns fool you. He was writing down the sponsorships on our radio broadcast agreement, and he had no clue who they were.
I could not remember him on the spot. You're right.
Don't let him fool you. It's just a graphic that pops up. That's the only reason he knows
Luckily,
it.
they're right there, yeah.
Yes.
We got Central Gas Propane, Wise Guy Screen Printing, Night Heating and Air, and Austin Orthodontics. These will be the last 2 games for these sponsors. Then we get into the spring season and have some new ones, I believe.
So let's hope that we win a state championship, go over, and open baseball season with a win. That's what everyone's hoping for right now.
I'm thinking it's going to be a rain out tomorrow night, but, man, if half of this crowd would come over to the Nixa baseball field tomorrow, that'd be awesome. 7:30.
Hey, here comes the patented Nixa inbounds play. Throw it into the backcourt for Cale Combs.
Cale Combs out there somewhere. Colin Ruffin with it left side. Now Combs, I'd say they're going to get one shot here. I mean, they've taken a few open looks and not shot it.
Yeah.
Just got to be careful with these traps. Keep the ball moving.
Yeah, you know they're
high
going to come with
post
the trap.
Engelman.
That's a good move.
Turner. I think that would have been a very high percentage shot. Now up top, Combs. 40 seconds to play. High post Engelman. He kicks it out to Ruffin as he was falling on the ground. They bring a double team and almost backcourt, but Combs saves it. Engelman out to Turner. 26 to play. Engelman just going to take the shot, and they whistle it for a blocking foul. You know, if you're going to wait.
They are arguing that one, but that was a block. There wasn't much question about that one.
A lot of sell there.
Yeah.
It'll be Engelman to the line to shoot 2. Man, we have to win this game, Trey, because if not, I am going to be absolutely depressed with the way my March Madness bracket looks right now. I mean, why did I take Iowa to the Final Four, Trey?
I was questioning that one, too.
I tweeted out death, taxes, and a Big Ten team ruining my bracket on day 1. They always do it. It was Ohio State last year. Engelman doesn't get the free throw to go, but there's literally it's 2.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought they were calling a foul, but then I
Clock
remembered
needs to be reset as well, and I don't think anybody recognizes it.
No, let's leave it.
Let's leave it.
It's 27-16. Nixa on top, and they've really controlled this one so far. Free throw up and good from Engelman, so 1 for 1 from the line, and it's a 12-point lead, which is tied for Nixa's largest of the night.
Hey, Gonzaga pulled it ahead in the second half.
Yeah, they
won
did.
by 21. They were only up by 2 early in the second half.
15 seconds to play. Evans with the basketball. He's defended by Pietmeyer. They give it off to Bridges. Up top, Evans. 6 to play. Evans creating separation. 3 from the parking lot. No.
Can't hit it.
And so at the end of the first half, the Nixa crowd on their feet. It's a 28-16 lead here at the Show Me Showdown. Class 6 Semifinal number 2. A chance to play CBC for the title in the best class tomorrow night. Guys, what are our first half thoughts?
Oh, Nixa, they controlled that half from start to finish. Colin Ruffin playing great right now, which is what he needs to do. 9 points, but that doesn't take away from however many assists and rebounds he has. He's really just controlled this game, and Taylor Combs seems to be able to just go and get a bucket whenever he wants. He's also got 9. So Nixa, they need to go into halftime and come out, keep the momentum going. And there's not very many adjustments that Nixa needs to make, but you obviously need to make some because you know that Staley's going to come in and make a lot of adjustments, but Nix has been playing great. They just need to continue this dominance through the second half.
Yes. Burns, what you got?
Staley, in my opinion, probably needs to do less of the trapping.
I agree.
That's what Nix is really, it's really killing them right now. If they keep that up, I think our Knicks' chances just exponentially grow. So we'll see if that's in the halftime adjustment for Staley. The Eagles just continue to play the good defense. They're going to get a few more foul calls. Keep it in their head. Yes, they may have not got away with it the first half. Second half may not be the case, but they got to keep that mindset of just hard-nosed defense.
What do you think the magic number is tonight? You talked about it last week.
Ooh, man.
What are we thinking we need to get to win this basketball game?
I don't know their average either.
I don't think that it's a Knicks that needs to get to a certain point to win it. I think that it's hold Staley to under 45 and they win this game.
Well, I mean, these are two teams that really don't give up a lot of points. Staley just around 45, and Knicks are around 42.
But
so
I don't know. I'm not very familiar with the teams that they've played, but I don't think that they've played anyone with the caliber of Colin Ruffin or Taylor Combs so far. And Nixa, they've seen almost everything this year. Saw Milton, Georgia, who's a great team. Springfield Catholic, they're a solid team. And Nixa, they didn't respond well the first time, and then the second time they didn't play great, but they still beat them.
You know, speaking of Catholic, that Class 5 bracket is absolutely loaded this year. I'm excited to see those games.
It's a shame that we have a baseball game tomorrow.
I know.
I honestly hope it gets rained out so we can stay and
there are so many good games. I'm really excited to see Father Tolton play, and then also the West Plains Lady Scissors. Ashton Judd, why not go get a state championship your senior year? I mean, there's talent all over the place, and teams that Nixa have played through all over the place. You know, New Madrid County was in the NIT. We didn't play them, but they're playing. Father Tolton, a win for Nixa. Catholic, a split for Nixa. I'm extremely excited, Trey.
Yeah. Hey, right now, let's get Cody Breeden out there. He's shooting his free throws well right now.
He is shooting his free throws well. I'm disappointed we didn't see Sam Russo. Trey, stats, rundown, anything, point out?
Colin Ruffin 3 for 5, and that's from the field and the free throw or the 3-point line. All of his points coming from the 3-point line so far, and he hasn't shot the ball inside, but every time he's gotten inside, it's led to a wide open layup for someone else. So he's playing great.
Yes. So we're about 7 minutes away. We'll go ahead, be back, recap the first half, look at the coming games in this Show Me Showdown tournament in about 3 or 4 minutes. It's 28-16.
Let's see who wins this thing.
Oh, half-court competition?
I don't know, but I think they ended tied with 10 free throws.
So who do we think's... Oh, they're going back to the free throw line?
I don't know what's going on.
Untimed down. Man, what would JQH Arena be without Rick Jester?
I know.
What are they doing here, Trey? Just making as many as they can.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Staley won it.
Well, maybe we'll just win the game, right?
Yeah, let's just win the game.
So 28-16, we'll be back in 3 minutes to go ahead and recap and send us into the second half. Nixa on top here at halftime of the Class 6 semifinal. And we're back. Oh my goodness, I feel like I got turned up a lot, but it was just because Trey's headset wasn't on. We're back here at JQH Arena. It's a 28-16 lead for Nixa. Both teams have just entered the floor. Trey, what's the most intriguing matchup for you this weekend outside of the Class 6 games? Do you know any of them?
I'm excited to see the Incarnate Word and Kickapoo Girls
Championship game. I think that is going to be a very high-level game.
Incarnate Word, they are a great team, but so is Kickapoo, and I think that district championship and the Kickapoo Nixa game, I think whoever won that game is going to the or going to the championship, and now we get the chance to see who's the actual champion. If it's Kickapoo or Incarnate Word, but that should be a good one. I'm excited to see how Catholic does. They haven't been in this situation in a long time. I really want them to win. I think so far the area schools have really been showing out.
Southwest Missouri basketball has definitely shown out.
I've been saying this all season, but especially after that TOC. Southwest Missouri is the most overlooked or underlooked and under-recruited area of basketball in the country. Yes. There's a lot of high-level talent in this part of the state. And we're seeing it right now. Staley is a solid team. They were number one for the long part of the season. And Caleb Combs is just showing that Nixa should have been number one or at least up there for all season, really.
Yes, out of these four teams, they've hovered around the top four. And it's really been Nixa as the odd one out.
Yeah.
I mean, they were 7-6 for a very long time. Here they are putting it on Staley, but hey, they're going to come out ready to play. We're about to get underway here. Now, Burns needs to get back because he's running the scoreboard, is he not?
Yeah.
I don't know where he's at.
We got problems because I don't know how to run.
Okay, well, disregard the scoreboard. It's Nixa basketball until Burns gets back at least. It's Nixa basketball.
I see him down there.
Colin Ruffin, right side, picks up his dribble and goes to Turner. Staley's moved out of that trapping, and they're into just a straight-up man-to-man.
That's probably the smart thing to do right now.
Yes, Ruffin, hand off to Bell. Go ahead.
Nixa can take apart their man-to-man defense, too.
Yes, and I think the smartest thing to do right here is run through some sets.
Yeah.
Take some time off the clock. Ruffin with the basketball right side, doesn't give it off to Turner. He holds it. Needs to break it.
Trouble. Yep. Yeah, there he gets it to Bell.
Finally gives it off to Bell. 7:30 to play. Combs with the ball right side, putting on some dribble moves, behind the back move. Hesitation, can't finish, put back by Nelson, yes. He was all alone there.
Despite the fact that Taylor Combs couldn't score.
Fast on the other end, a layup, no, and rebound to Nixa, go ahead.
Despite the fact that Combs couldn't score, Jared Nelson right there cleaned it up, and that's what we've seen all season.
Ruffin on the other end now, right side on the Show Me Showdown logo, behind the back move. He's got a lot of room to work. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled in that. You can credit that one to Nelson.
Yeah.
Because he was sealing his defender the whole way. Burns, we good on the scoreboard?
Yep.
All right, I was just making,
30-16. Like it says right there, 6:56 to go. So Burns is back, the scoreboard's back.
If you're Coach Osborne, you couldn't have asked for a better start out of the halftime break.
And you got to hope that they can continue it up by 14 right now. They just got to keep rolling with their offense.
Yes.
First free throw.
Oh, go ahead. Take it away. We got it.
Well, sometimes I do that. Sometimes you do that.
Just depends. I was looking up at the scoreboard, but there's video up there. Unlike that, I wish they did that for the blue and gold.
I know.
You got it on Coach Jay Osborne right now.
And all of Nixa wants him to win his state championship in his last year at Nixa.
Ruffin's second one good.
Man, if he would have made that and one, he almost did. He would have gone nuts.
Oh my!
He was about to.
He was. He smacked his hands like, oh, I was right there.
Oh, Turner almost had the steal.
Ozza Bridges, they go inside. It's Fish on Nelson. Fish gets the layup to go. And that's where Jarrett, usually against most big men, can kind of handle him.
Yeah.
But Fish is a basketball player. Jarrett's a baseball player playing basketball, right?
Jarrett's just an athlete.
Yes, exactly. Turner catch and shoot for three. No. And that rebound being fought for. Turner ended up on the ground. It goes to Staley.
And Caleb Combs called for a travel, and he was right. Both players had the ball at once, and it was on the same team.
Evans gives it off to Bridges, guarded by Turner. They go right back into the paint. Fish. Fish kicks it off. Battling for the ball, and it's an easy layup for Bird.
You got to live with that if you're Nixa. You just got to hope that sometimes whenever they get to the basket, they can't finish.
Yes.
Jarrett playing good defense there.
Got to get the ball when it's dribbled down there,
they're going to go back
too.
to their trap.
See, I don't like this.
Yeah, I don't either. And
well, it might work.
Oh, wow.
Turner kicks it off to Bell. Bell pump fake, and he's fouled. Will go to the line for two.
Smart play by Bell again.
What I love about this that I think is very mature, we haven't seen this a lot, is Combs kind of stepped up and told everyone to listen to him real quick after the whole team looked a little overwhelmed with that trap.
Yeah, Bell, rather, his first free throw rolls in. I thought that was off left. But he's showing his basketball IQ tonight. I mean, there's a lot of times where a lot of players will go up with the layup, and then it'll get swatted in the next week. But right now he's pump faking, drawing the fouls, getting to the free throw line. That's a smart thing to do.
Second free throw, no good from Bell.
Almost rebounded by Nelson.
Yes.
Bell's got to turn around.
Evans on the other end now. He wants the three. Only 4 points for him tonight. Can't get it to go.
And 4 points for him tonight. That's a large part to
If
Jackson
you're Nixa,
Bell.
you're going to be okay with that shot, too.
Turner on the other end now. Gives it off to Combs. And now Ruffin up top. Ruffin kicks it off to Bell in the corner. Thought about it. Now goes back up top to Ruffin. Through the lane. Hop stepping, and he's fouled. I'm sure that'll be a on the floor foul.
Collins thinking he's shooting.
Now, you could argue he was shooting.
Yeah, but he passed out of it last second. And, that's the right call. They're going to say it's on the floor. Blanchett was fired up about something. I don't know
something
what it was.
Defensively for Nixa, and it did lead to an open three on the other end, so I'm not shocked.
Oh, man.
Ruffin gives it off to Combs. Combs shot up. No, a lot of contact. Didn't draw the foul. I agree with the no call.
Yeah,
Evans,
I do too.
long pass up ahead. It's Bird. He gets the layup and the foul.
I don't know who they're trying to call that foul on. But someone said something to Nelson, and he pointed up at the scoreboard.
Yeah, let's be careful there.
Jackson Bell with the foul.
And that's 3 on Jackson Bell.
I'm sure Bell's confused about how that foul was on him, and that's the second one now.
I don't know. I would have loved to see a replay on that.
Yeah.
And they might have shown one. I just wasn't watching. Free throw, no good. Rebound by Ruffin.
Ball don't lie.
Ruffin
it wasn't
will
foul.
hold
I'll
it.
give him that
I
one.
wasn't even paying
I
attention.
just don't think that it was on Bell. He breaks through the one-man full court press pretty easily.
Gives it off to Bell. Left side. Kicks it to Combs. A little miscommunication. He loses it, and now it's out of bounds. Oh, no. Coach Osborne might whistle for a timeout here. No.
He's all right.
No, he's all right. Still up by 11. You just got to hope that they don't blow this lead. And they're telling him to come to the X. Someone was checking in, and I love seeing that here. I guess other places they don't tell them to do that because it seems like people come to this gym and they're surprised whenever people tell them to do that.
Most schools don't have a big old long table like that they need to get to the X.
That's true. It's very important here. Nixa, it's one thing. It's very important here. Long table. Right side, it's Lee. They go back to Lee. Lee spinning through the lane. Shot no good, and rebound to K.O. Combs.
That's the defensive possession you wanted.
Yes. Ruffin now. Between the legs move. Gives it off to Combs. Nelson wanting it in the paint. There's just so much traffic.
Yeah.
A lot of length on the floor tonight. I agree not forcing it.
Yeah, Nixa running through some clock right now. I would assume so. And no,
Combs isolation, and he's blocked. And guys, that was a travel.
And a block.
Yeah. I mean, you can't take 2 steps, stop, and then.
Well, he stopped because of the contact.
The contact,
so I think that's why they're calling it a foul. Not because there was contact whenever he went up. It's because he stopped because of the contact. He was going to go up with that, but got hit. We're going to call a foul. No Eagles in the lane right now.
I'm sure they'll fill after this first free throw, and it's good. Combs, I think that's his first of the night.
Yeah.
Missed on the other 2. Something to note, Caden Fish is with the trainer. He's just now coming back from the locker room for Staley, and he was really having his way with Nelson in the paint.
Yeah.
Oh, it's his contact, I believe.
Yep.
That's odd.
Second free throw, good. No Eagles were in the lane either. I had that problem yesterday at practice. I had one pop out. 4:13 to play. Kyan Evans into the front court.
Roughing on him now. Well, they're more in a 3-2 zone. Which
They go to
led
Bird.
to a wide open dunk last time.
Yeah. Bird in the corner. Pump fakes now up top. It's Jared Lee. He'll dribble things back out. Halfway through the third quarter, Nixa with the 13-point lead. Up top, Donaldson, now right side. Maniau.
Oh, man. Turner almost
Turner just
anticipated that.
really close to a lot of steals here tonight.
Yeah.
In front of the Staley bench with it, Jared Lee. A lot of noise here in the arena. Big possession. Lee with it, inside. It's Maniau over the top, and Nelson, it rims in.
And again, you got to live with that.
Yes.
I mean, Nelson's playing great defense. You just got to make sure that you answer on the offensive end.
Staley slowly chipping into this Nixa Eagle lead. Wow. Turner.
Oh,
They
man,
go to
Collins
Engelman, now
behind him.
Ruffin. Ruffin might have had a 3.
Yeah. Engelman putting the dribble moves on.
Yeah. Gives it off to Combs. Now long cross court pass to Turner. Got to be careful with those passes.
Yeah.
Very dangerous against an athletic team. The Eagles know that firsthand. Tried to go inside to Nelson. It
Somehow
goes to Ruffin.
There's got to be a foul here.
No, there's not going to be. Ruffin
get the
hopping
basket,
through
and
the
now they're
lane.
gonna get a foul.
And finally they whistle for the foul. That's going to be 2 shots as well.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Staley wasn't happy about it.
Oh.
But they've called a lot of fouls where people think that they're straight up.
This is the first time all game where I've been a little nervous. I don't know why. We have an 11-point lead. But I started to feel a little shaky there for a second, but finally to the line is going to be Ruffin. He gets that first one to go.
Not quite in the rhythm we were first.
No.
Because of the free throw shooting, I'd say is what it is. They're kind of getting an offense going, and we've been shooting free throws.
Yeah,
Well,
they're not getting
yes.
the flow, you know?
No flow. You know, it's crazy. That man is sitting on his couch right now, and Coach
wow.
Jay Osborne is coaching a basketball game. Second free throw, no good out of Ruffin.
Granted, one of them had to play Harvard-Westlake. The other one had to play Lee's on the West to get to this point.
That's very true. It's Kyan Evans at the Bear logo, 2:40 to play. They bring the screen. Evans chooses not to use it. Crossover move. Oh, my goodness. How did he get to the
How
rack?
is
And they
that?
call a foul.
I didn't see a foul.
He gets the shot to go.
I would like to see a replay on that one.
Just every
There it
possession.
is.
There
Staley
it is, yep.
chipping off.
It wasn't a travel, that's for sure.
Well,
I
it
think it
wasn't
was a foul
It wasn't
either.
really a foul either.
I agree.
Oh, my. Love this
Make
ball
it
lie. Ball lies.
Makes it a one-possession lead for the first time in the second half, and for the first time since early in the second quarter. Now
A
Staley's
lot
got
of
some
momentum
life
for
in them,
Staley.
yeah. And they're going to put him in a half-court trap.
And
or full-court
your
trap.
point guard's not on the floor.
Yeah, that's tough. They got to get it to Combs, and they don't.
Nope. It's tipped away,
And
out
it'll
of
be out of
bounds.
bounds.
It'll go. Ugh. Oh, my goodness. They're throwing me off. I
go
look
to
like the
the
Knicks
Eagles.
offense. It'll go to the Eagles.
And Colin Ruffin checking back into the game.
Yes.
And
Staley
that
coach
is
told him to
very
stay
good.
in it.
They're not going to let him. All right, they let him catch on the end now.
I think you stay in it, but it's just you can't get it right here, you know.
Yeah.
They go to Turner, working the sidelines against a trap, which is
Yeah.
something you don't normally see.
But it's worked well for the Eagles in the
Yes.
first half.
Ruffin at
Another
half
trap.
court.
gonna
And
get
that's
the
going to be a
timeout.
timeout for Nixa. My goodness, Staley dominating here over the last few minutes. It's 36-27. Timeout, 30 seconds for Nixa. Let's step aside. We'll be back in 15. And we're back here out of the Nixa timeout. And third quarter dominated here by Staley, honestly. It started all Nixa, but Staley started to just slowly chip away at this lead.
Yeah, still a 9-point lead, so you can't panic if you're the Eagles. They just gotta get back to what was working. And like Burns said during that timeout, the Staley trap has been a little bit more pressure here in the second half.
Help side pressure as
Well, and they haven't whistled as many fouls
that's
either
it.
on that. They have whistled fouls, just not on that. They go into the backcourt to Turner, and he'll kick it off to Ruffin.
Oh, man.
Long pass
man.
to Engelman.
Those
So you
long
call a
passes
timeout
are
to
dangerous.
talk about it, and the trap's still giving you trouble.
you-
They go to, Combs
man.
throws it away.
That'll be a
Diving and
save.
saving it by Staley. Up ahead, it's Xavier Wilson. The layup, no. Put that good off the glass from Emmanuel Bird. Nixa needs to figure this out. Everyone on their feet.
Gotta have
for
someone in the
Staley.
middle. Gotta have someone in the middle.
They got Combs there, but the middle's being taken away.
My goodness, this crowd has a ton of life. They go out to Ruffin. Tried to
hit
throw
that
the
pass.
pass. See, I'm fine with that pass when you have a little momentum, but there's no need to throw it right now.
Yeah.
You're just giving more life to the Staley crowd, who's already really loud.
Jackson Bell coming into the game.
Ruffin goes into Combs. Now Turner at the elbow. Almost
Oh,
stolen.
man.
Nixa just all out of
Passes have not
sorts.
been
That's a kickball.
Kicked.
Playing Colin Ruffin defense out there.
Passes have not been very crisp.
No.
Need to put more mustard on the passes.
They go to Bell. Now Ruffin. This trap doing wonders for Staley.
Got a pass fake in this.
Combs tries to split the double team. Finds
pass.
Turner. A beautiful bounce pass and a layup that finally sends this Nixa crowd into a frenzy.
Makes it a 9-point game again. You got to get a stop here on defense, though.
Evans on the other end.
Get a
Corner
stop.
to Lee.
Hold it for the last shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Bird kicks it off. Lee driving baseline. He'll just dribble it back out to the corner. Could we see Staley hold for the last shot?
Wouldn't shock me.
They go to Wilson, now up top Evans. And I think we'll slow it down here. Evans gives it off to Donaldson.
They're looking for something.
Yes. Now Bird. Catch and shoot for three. Evans, he drills it. It's a 6-point game. Nixa needs a good possession here.
Kids yelling in Colin's face, and Colin just laughs at him. Oh,
They
bad
throw
pass.
it up ahead to Combs. Combs inside, pump faking, and he gets it to go off the front rim. It's an 8-point game, 20 seconds to play, 40-32. Nixa on top, Kyan Evans with the basketball here. 10 to go in the third quarter. Donaldson set for the screen. 5 to play. Hedge hard off that screen. Evans with the ball near half court. He doesn't get a shot off. And the Nixa crowd erupts. It's crunch time here at JQH. We've got a race to the finish line. 40-32. One more quarter of action. A trip to the state title game on the line. Let's step aside and we'll be back for the fourth quarter. Well, here we go. One more quarter of action. A trip to the state championship game on the line. Trey, I am like shaking over here. I can't get a word out. Oh my goodness.
It's stressful. Nixa's up by 8. You got to remember that.
That's
They
the
just
thing.
play
The
smart.
lead is stuck around, you know.
Yeah.
But, oh my goodness.
This Nixa crowd's on their feet, though.
Getting into it here. 8 more minutes of basketball here in this semifinal. It's Kyan Evans. They
They're
go
going
right
quick
into the
inside.
paint. Caden Fish, he got his eye figured out, and he gets the layup to go. Cool. The start Staley wants, and
man.
now almost losing the basketball is Nixa. Ruffin goes to Turner, got to get it across the timeline. They go to Bell in the front court. Ruffin now right back to Bell.
Keep that ball moving. Got to keep it moving.
Bell splits the double team, goes to Ruffin. Corner. Combs thought about the three. He'll dribble it back out. I agree with this.
Yeah.
Oh, he loses the basketball.
There's going to be a jump. That was a quick jump
Nixa
ball.
was trying, or Combs was trying to whistle for the timeout, but instead a quick jump ball.
Well, the ball will stay with the Eagles, so that's the good thing for them.
They're going to go ahead and fix this up. There's no Chaminade towel boy to go dive on all fours to fix it, but I guess whenever you've got players like Jason Tatum, you know, that's kind of what happens, right? My goodness.
Couldn't answer the success they had with Jason Tatum.
No.
They got a chance to play for third tomorrow between one of these two teams.
Hopefully Staley.
Hopefully.
They go to Ruffin in the front court.
They're not going to bring a trap, and I don't know why, because the trap was working for them.
Well, why not switch it up a little bit here? You know, Ruffin, drive to the basket,
man,
he'll
he
kick it
lost
out.
Combs.
For three, no, just
That's a
misses.
Tough miss. He was wide open.
And now Evans across the timeline. It's a 6-point game. Step back three.
Great
Bell is in the
defense.
face. It's blocked.
And
And
there's
now
going to be a
whistle
foul
for
there.
the foul. Wow.
Wow, what a turn of events. They had a three, but then Bell says no. He's able to get a hand on it.
In my opinion, that's just the immaturity of Evans to still kind of young. There's no need to take that shot. Go ahead and go get a good one. Now, if he made it, crowd would have went nuts.
Yeah.
They go in the front court to Bell, touch pass to Combs. Combs all the way to the rack, kicks it off to Nelson. Oh, they whistle it for a charge. No, had a wide open layup. Combs is not very happy about it.
And neither is Osborne because that wasn't his call. One of the trail officials called that one. And the lead official let it go, and I would have to agree that it was not.
Well, of course we agreed.
Of course I agree with the ref that didn't call it against Nixa, but I don't think that was a charge. Nixa with a 6-point lead. They got to be careful here.
A chance to cut into this lead under 6 for the first time since the second quarter. Here we go, 6:47 to play. It's Kai and Evans. They go high post. Bird kicks it out to Wilson. They go right back inside. Bird, boy in his way. Nelson steals it. Nelson gives it off to Ruffin and now Turner. Oh no, not the pass you want to throw. It's tipped out of bounds and it goes to Nixa.
Oh, I just reset the clock too.
Oh my goodness, and Bird might have lost his contact again. Or excuse me, Fish.
6:28 to go, 6-point lead for the Eagles. They got to score on this possession. I think that is the must right now is to score.
All I can think about is the fact that I'm absolutely starving.
That's what you can think about?
Yes.
Oh,
they go to Turner in the corner. And that one is going to be a jump ball.
Osborne wanted a foul, and he was right in front of it.
Oh, my goodness. Turnover after turnover here. Lead checks in. Bird checks out.
Nixa, they gotta put points on the board. They need to stop right now. That's important.
6:20 to play. They go left side.
And it's stolen by Nelson. Wow.
My goodness. Nixa yet to score here in the fourth quarter. It's been a 2-minute scoring drought for them. Actually, more like about 3. Combs gives it off to Bell. Staley crowd getting into it. Ruffin in front of the bench. It's been a while since he's scored. Turner now. He's going to drive baseline. Wow. Pull-up jumper. Oh, it just rattles out. And here goes Kai and Evans pushing the basketball down the floor. Nixa brings a double team, and they'll draw a foul to Turner.
Goodness.
That makes a foul number 3, Jordan Turner.
Well, it's March.
Just Turner's first foul. 4th team foul for the Eagles. Still 5:47 to go. Need to get a stop on this possession.
Lee gives it into Bird, and now it's Evans. Evans to the basket. And it's rebounded by Nelson, and somehow Combs has it. It's a 1-on-2 fast break.
Not much of a fast break.
No, he dribbles it back out.
Evans all
Ruffin with it now.
He's going to make him drive left.
Right. Make him drive right.
Left.
Yeah.
Right. He's going to stop him from driving.
Cross-court pass corralled by Nelson.
He got up there for that
one.
We'll
bring the double team.
And
Nelson,
there's going to be a foul
they
there.
whistle for the foul, and that'll send Jarrett Nelson to the line for the bonus.
And Nixa will be shooting for 5:18.
That's Staley foul number 2. Asa Bridges is 3rd.
3rd team foul on Diesel Bridge, or 3rd personal foul on the Asa Bridges.
Jared Nelson on the line.
Nelson to the line to shoot 2.
Shoot the 1
or shoot the 1 and 1, yeah. Hopefully 2. It's going to be 2. I'm not even looking.
All right.
It's going to be 2, Trey. Come on. This is the Final Four. This isn't.
Careful there, Ryan.
This isn't any other game. This is the Final Four.
The Final Four, yep. 5:18 to go. Nixa able to increase their lead back to 3 possessions.
And Nixa has shot 12 for 19 from the free throw line tonight. Now it's 13 for 20. And
Are
it's
you
no. It was
right,
after that first free throw. Now
so
it's 13 for 21.
Not great.
Yes. Not terrible.
Better than 4 for 14.
Enough to keep him in the game.
Yep.
With the lead. It's a 7-point lead. Up top now, left side into the post to Fish. Fish defended by Nelson. Power dribble. Spins through the lane, and they whistle a foul on Nelson. And Nelson's saying, hey, man, I'm straight up and down.
Yeah, he wasn't
got him on the body.
That one. And Fish has hit all 3 of his free throws.
I don't know if you saw that Ruffin. It's so ironic to me to see Ruffin do it. The ref is just kind of sitting there looking at Nelson as Nelson's complaining, and Ruffin goes, I got him, and give him a thumbs up. Oh, my goodness.
Normally it's the other way around.
Yes.
It's Jared Nelson doing that.
Well, I don't know if
Ruffin.
it's Nelson, but it's definitely Ruffin. Yeah.
It's someone with Colin Ruffin. His first free throw is good, makes it a 6-point game again.
This one's going to come down to the wire, and, I mean, what else did you expect?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Nixa, a lot of people expected Nixa to just pull away after halftime, but Staley's credit, they're coming back, and that's why they're a top team in the state.
Free throw is good. No team is going to just give up
Yeah.
at this stage, you know?
A lot of teams, we'll see it in the regular season, and they'll just give up in the second half after being down by like that. But it's the Final Four.
Yes.
I mean, you can't give up at this point.
Ruffin with it. They have the trap. Go to Bell now, back to Ruffin. Itching their way across the court. Long pass, no need for that. It's stolen. Oh, no.
That's a pass fake.
Evans,
is what you gotta
no-look
have.
pass, up ahead. They kick it out. Donaldson, and they whistle it for a charge. It sends the crowd in a frenzy. And it also sends the Staley coach, Coach Neff, into a frenzy. He's running all over the court.
They're all upset about him being in the arc. That is not.
That's not the high school arc.
There is nothing yet. There is no arc.
Yeah. But here's my argument. You call that on one side, you got to call it on the other. Nixa got called for the exact same thing earlier.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go. 5-point game. Let's get the ball across half court this time, guys.
Yeah. Without just throwing a long ball.
Yes. Bell goes back to Ruffin. Now Bell.
Normally, Nixa gets past these traps by just using their athleticism, but Staley has the same athleticism.
Yes.
But not this much athleticism.
Oh, my goodness. And the foul.
Cale Combs does not want to be in the third-place game tomorrow.
A man
he is coming alive.
Boys out there on the floor. It's 15 points for Cale Combs.
And Nixa increased their lead back to 7, can make it 8 with a free throw here. And
you know
that
what?
is huge.
You know what kind of move that was? That was like Aminu Mohammed. Those are the kind of moves. Now, he's not as big as him, but those are the exact moves we'd see Aminu do.
Yeah.
I mean, that is beautiful out of the junior. Looking to prove a point. Doesn't have a lot of basketball offers. Can't get that one to go. It's back to a 7-point game.
Does have one from this school, Missouri State.
Right. Putting on a show for Dana Ford. Up top, it's Manyao. And they're trying to give it off to Evans. A huge push off. Combs brings the double team. Evans throws it out. Catch and shoot. Bridges for 3. No, and the rebound corralled by who? It goes to Staley. Manyao. No. Second chance. No. And finally to Cale Combs.
And he's running fast. And
Combs
there's going to be a foul here.
from behind. They are on their feet at the cue.
Under 4 to go, and Nixa, all the momentum on their side. Cale Combs is going to go to the line for the double bonus now. 3:54, and Nixa will be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way.
Oh, my goodness.
And here comes the you can't guard him chance. And
that might be true.
Never been more true than tonight.
The first free throw from Combs, it's the 1-and-1, and it's good.
No, it's the double bonus.
Oh, it is the double bonus?
I just don't think anyone knew that. It doesn't matter. He hit the free throw.
Trey, I am so hungry.
No.
What is for dinner tonight?
I don't know.
Popcorn.
That's all they got for us. That's right. I'll take it. Free popcorn, why not? You need some popcorn to watch these Class 6 semifinal games. My goodness, they have been fantastic.
Cale Combs going 2 for 2 from the line there. And that is huge, making it a 9-point lead for the Eagles.
Here we go. Kyan Evans across the timeline, and now it's swung around to Fish. Under 4 to play. Evans up top. Gives it off to Bird. Into the paint. The shot, the foul, and the bucket. Oh, my goodness. I don't know where the foul was.
I don't either. And
he came down a little bit, but I don't know if I'd call it a foul either.
It was really,
here it is.
It's another one of those offense-initiated contacts. He leaned into him and then shot it. I don't like that call.
No, I don't either.
But we've seen that. That's been called all night, though.
Yeah.
It's not like it's been one way. I mean, they have called offensive initiated. So if you're going to call it, at least they have been consistent about it, right?
45-38. Nixa with the lead. They can make it a 2-possession lead or 2-possession game if they hit this free throw, and he's hit his free throws tonight. Caden Fish, he came into the fourth quarter 3 for 3.
Make it 4 for 4.
Well, I think that there was a couple before this one, but that's just what I'm saying off the
Yes, we don't have live stats. We just get a print off.
Yeah. I'm sure they're somewhere, but I can't find it.
No, it looked like they were being taken on a Tecmo screen. Ruffin has the basketball. Now Bell. They need to get across the timeline here. Goes into the middle to Combs. Corner to Turner. Now back up top Bell. And I agree with Turner not taking that shot.
Keep moving it. You got two guys over there. Yep, there it is.
Ruffin through the paint. Kicks it out. Turner all alone. No. Can't get it to go.
That's a tough miss. They can make it a 3-point game here.
Evans on the other end. Oh, they whistle for a foul. Who's that going to be on?
Jackson wants a jump ball, and that'll be his fourth. And I'd have to agree with him. I think that was a jump ball.
Number 14.
No, Jackson Bell with his fourth foul. 3 minutes to play here.
From here on out. But they do have Noah Engelman on the sideline, and Jared Nelson going to come in.
I'd say Nelson's just checking Barry out of the game.
He's going to come in right now.
Coming in for the 1-on-1.
He's going to come in for
Turner.
Yeah. Now we got a big lineup on the.
Which is interesting to me with how they've been trapping to take out your a guard, but
Jarrett
shot up and looked good.
I don't know how he hit that free throw.
But the thing is, if Turner's not hitting his shots, there's a time for him. There's a time where he's not as useful.
This is a very defensive lineup right now. But also a lot of offense.
Yeah, 3:06 to play. Free throws good, and it's a 4-point basketball game. Staley fans getting loud. The press comes. It's Ruffin and Combs in the backcourt together. They'll throw it back to Ruffin.
Got to get it across.
And they whistle for a 10-second call. It was. Because it was actually 13.
Really? I wasn't counting. It just seemed really quick.
Oh, no.
You got to watch that clock up there.
Yeah.
Because it was 3:06 and now it's 2:53. Oh, no.
That's
a chance
not
to
good.
make it a one-possession game here for Staley. 45-41, Nixa on top.
Nixa needs to get a stop here.
Into the backcourt, it's Kyan Evans. Evans across the timeline now. Left side, picks up his dribble. And they'll go inside. Shot from Bird. No, they wanted a foul. Everyone's questioning it.
It definitely wasn't a foul. I had a great angle on it.
Yeah, I don't think
Combs
it was either.
He got his hand in there and ripped it right out.
Combs, right back to Ruffin.
I just slow it down, try to get a good shot.
You do have timeouts. No need to rush it. Ooh.
Oh, man. Don't like that pass.
No. Ruffin, he's all alone, pump fakes, and he'll dribble it back out. I agree.
He's got the matchup he wants right now. Finally,
they switch back.
He's telling Kale to go up the lane.
Ruffin to the basket,
Great
kicks
pass.
it off to Nelson. Nelson, he can't finish. Rebound tipped out. Who does it go to? It goes to Staley. Evans into the front court. 2 minutes to play here. Step back three for Evans. No. Offensive rebound by the Falcons. It's Bridges with it on the right side. Under 2 minutes to go in the Class 6 state semifinal. All alone, the three from Caden Fish. No. Another offensive rebound. And a timeout whistled for Staley.
Two offensive rebounds. That's not good for the Eagles. They got to box out someone. 141. Nixa needs a defensive stop here. Haven't had a defensive possession like this since 24 seconds left in that Nixa Tijuca district championship match.
Nixa has been on top all game. They still hold a 4-point lead, and it feels like Staley's winning by 3 right now.
Yeah.
Had a good look down there by Nelson, though. We'll take it. Just didn't go in.
My goodness.
There's a lot of former Nixa greats in the audience tonight.
Who we got?
Caleb Wofford up there, one of last year's seniors, and he was one of the best players that Nixa seen in a while. Kale's brother, Jalen Norman, up here, one of the all-time Nixa greats. I saw the Reuter brothers here earlier.
I know Stephen Ward's here somewhere. Oh my goodness, I knocked my headset off.
Not a basketball great, but one of the greats in football.
Yes, attends Missouri State University.
Yeah, attends Missouri State. I know Chase Allen isn't in attendance tonight. He's got more important things to do.
Something like the NFL draft. There's Jason Jones as well.
Yeah, Jason's up there. Isaac Forbes.
Yes.
Throw him in there with him.
Oh my goodness, here we go.
And I'm going to say, if you are watching on YouTube and you decided not to come to this game, you missed out on a doozy.
Come tomorrow.
Yeah, you got to be here tomorrow.
Here we go. 1:41 to play. 3 timeouts for Nixa, 2 for Staley. So Nixa really doesn't. If they don't get the ball across, you've got timeouts to use.
Yeah.
Here we go. Kyan Evans with the basketball right side. They go into the paint. Caden Fish right back outside to Lee. Back to Fish, guarded by Nelson, spinning through the lane, and they whistle a travel. Oh.
It would have been a steal, but
Instead
we'll
of
take
travel.
a travel. Wow. Nixa's got a chance to make this a 3-possession game, but we don't want a quick 3. Run a lot of clock out.
No.
Cheerleaders are unhappy for Staley, but the coach realized exactly what happened there. There wasn't much of an argument there.
Well,
cheerleaders
the coach
are
seems
unhappy.
to know a little bit more about basketball than the cheerleaders
Are you
do.
sure?
Yeah.
Most
Hey,
of the time.
if you'd asked her,
She had the perfect angle on it. Ruffin and Bell, they go to Combs in the front court. Trap Combs, and we're going to get a foul call that will send Combs to the line for 2.
Not someone you want to send to the line tonight. He's been shooting free throws well. Knock on wood.
whew, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm watching this Mercy banner do a heart rate, and mine's a lot faster than what it's showing
I
up
think
there.
mine's
My goodness.
way faster.
Da-dun, da-dun, da-dun.
Mine's at 110 right
110?
now.
I guess I could look too.
I can't, but
129, yes,
mine's probably like
129.
170, so
129.
Free throw is
it's
good.
good.
And that's a big one. This one will make it a really big one.
Cale Combs, 17 points tonight.
Well, he's 18 now.
And, you know, you can say Ruffin it went quiet, but he's still, his presence is shown. When he was off the
Yeah.
floor, we couldn't break the press.
Yeah.
Back on the floor, it's
Seems
still a
like-
struggle, but, you know, getting it done. Second free throw here from Combs is good. It's unfortunate that Eagles fans have to hold their breath when it
I
comes to
know.
free throws. 47-41. Bridges into the front court, now Evans. 1:10 to play, they bring the screen. Evans up top, now right back to Bird. Into the paint, 3
Oh,
Eagles
man,
on
he
him.
throws it.
He throws it off the bottom of the backboard.
Under
Now
a
just
minute
get
to play
across. There we go.
And they
we get
whistle
a
a
foul.
foul. Ruffin to the line. A
Evans.
minute to play.
now. Evans with his fourth foul now. Man,
Wow.
if Ruffin hits both of these, does he
It's
have
1,000. It is.
What a way to
What a way to do it.
What a way to do it. A minute to go. Nixa up by 6. Just one of these is all you need right now.
To make it a
that's
three-possession
big
game.
One, yeah.
60 seconds to go here. Ruffin to the line for 2 shots. First one up and good. And
Colin
the next
Ruffin.
one's got a lot to do.
Colin Ruffin, 999 points right now.
Ruffin to the line, 48-41.
1 shot.
Colin Ruffin, an illustrious career for 1,000. Yes.
And he hits it.
Colin Ruffin is 1,000th point. It's 49-41.
And his 1,000 point might be the biggest one in Nixa history.
Oh my goodness, there's the Milton play. It doesn't go, and rebound to Nixa.
3-possession game, a chance to blow this lead wide open.
49-41. Ruffin into the front court. It's keep away time for the Nixa Eagles.
And they get it to Combs.
They get it to Combs.
And here's who you want to, or you don't want to foul.
Ruffin gives it out to
man.
Bell.
Not a good pass.
Now back to Ruffin,
and
35
that's
to
a
play,
foul
and
that
they
he's
foul.
done. That's Evans' last foul.
Kyan Evans checks out of the game.
I don't know. No one else saw that, but Ruffin looks at us
Yeah.
three with the biggest grin on his face. And I'm telling you what, he was eating that alive.
You can feel it in the air. Nixa
Two
on
free throws.
Oh my goodness.
2 free throws left.
I mean,
and
look, don't
2 of
count them
them-
out.
Yeah, don't
it's
count
March.
them out. Yeah.
It is March.
But 2 free throws, it'll make it a 4-possession game. I say you make both these, the game can be put on ice.
Colin Ruffin applied.
And this Nixa crowd is on their feet right now. And he hits the first one, making it a
Ruffin
9-point game.
Gets it to
Hey,
go.
what did you guys say? If you keep them under 45, I think is what
That's
you
what,
said.
that was
And
my
they're
number.
41, yeah.
45.
They're 41 right now. They're going to have to get up to 50, hopefully 51.
And
Free
he hits the
throws,
second
good.
one.
It's a 10-point game.
Timeout Nixa.
The hometown crowd eating it up. They're 33 seconds away from a state championship appearance. A date with Christian Brothers College. Man, I've been so nervous. I can't even lie.
Hey, my
here
heart rate
comes
went
the-
down a little bit. That's a
Mine
nice
too.
thing.
Here comes the start the buses chant. As Staley looking like they might be a 3rd-place appearance team.
Now, here's my thing. I think Staley might win the 3rd-place game by 30. Because I
think
do
you
think
might be
they're a
right.
lot better than Chaminade. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, now I'm saying that we never know. You know, it's just I wasn't that impressed by Chaminade. I think CBC kind of thought they had the game in the bag and let Chaminade back into the game.
Yep.
And obviously you're playing for your season, so you're not going to give up. But I mean, CBC was like 25 points better than Chaminade, if I'm being honest.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, we're coming out of this night heating and air conditioning.
Yeah, we
Nixa,
are.
51. Staley, 41.
Oh, my goodness.
33.9 clicks to go.
If you stayed at home, pay the $9. I don't know. Find a friend that'll pay the $9. Something. Come out tomorrow, 4 o'clock, guys. I'm calling it. It's
Get
over.
here at 3 o'clock.
Get here at 2 o'clock.
That's fine too.
You know what?
I mean, Nixa, they
You can pick
outsold
up-
Kickapoo and Truman
Yes.
about 4 hours before the boys' game
Before
started in that
tip-off.
quarterfinal game. They
Oh,
gotta get
this is a
something
good
going
look.
here.
No.
That's
Three-pointer
not a
from
good look.
Donaldson. It's blocked by Bell. 20 seconds to play.
They're going to stay in that trap, but they're not going to foul yet.
This one is over.
They got to get it across.
No, I mean, timeout, Coach
Timeout.
Osborne.
That's
Why not
smart.
bask in the glory a little bit longer?
15 seconds
It's not
to
even
go,
possible.
and it's a 10-point game, and Nixa feeling it that they're going to the state championship tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
The
And
best.
if you don't buy the stream, well, don't buy the stream, first of all.
Come here.
You
Come
gotta be
here, turn on your AirPods, and listen to us.
I mean, then you're just louder. Let's pack the queue tomorrow.
Let's pack
And
it.
if you're out of town, buy the stream, turn the Nixa Live audio-only broadcast on, listen to Ryan Retone and Trey Hartwell.
Yes.
That'll be their last game.
It will
it
be.
will be, yeah.
Think about that for a minute. Last one.
I didn't want to think about that yet. Now,
Well-
if it was the third place game, I was really going to be, I was really going to be feeling it. But since
Yeah.
it's the championship game, I feel a little bit better.
Yep. I
And
agree.
I'm really, because I just felt like the third place game was just going to be like a sad sorrow fest of like,
Yeah.
oh, this is Coach Osborne's last game. This is our last game. This
And
is,
they're going to get a
you know.
third-place trophy at the best out of it.
awesome.
But now,
no, we're playing for
we're
a
playing in the
championship.
state championship
At the
game.
Q, not at Hammond.
We don't got to go to
yeah,
Hammonds.
we don't have to go to Hammonds and hit 43s. We'll hit 43s at the Q.
I'm disappointed. Colin might have been able to get to 2,000 career points if we played it in Hammonds. Bell to inbound it here. They
Going
go to
into
Nelson.
Nelson.
This is the Milton play where we didn't get it in. Now to Ruffin in the front
gonna get a
court, and they
foul.
whistle a foul. Why not one more?
12 seconds to go. Nixa can make it a 12-point game.
Number 5, Jared.
Colin Ruffin came alive here in the fourth quarter. 16 out of him. 4 of them coming here on free throws.
Colin Ruffin.
Looks like we may have lost the sportsmanship award too after that.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
my
let's
goodness.
just get a state championship trophy.
Who needs the sportsmanship award?
It's
Free
the free
throws
throw.
good. How about this Class 6 basketball tournament, though? 2 teams from Southwest Missouri playing for a championship tomorrow. Now, Kickapoo's got to play Incarnate Word,
And
who's
tomorrow,
been nationally ranked all
yeah.
year. But
And tomorrow, Catholic has the chance to make it 3 playing for
Yes.
a state championship as they'll play Keith Piedmont, Noah Inman going to check in.
Ruffin
Combs and Ruffin,
Combs
and they're going to
out.
come out to a standing
And
coming
ovation.
Barry will
Barry.
come in.
For
Out goes Nelson, the Nixa faithful, on their feet at the Q. Not done yet. 12.1 to play. This one's just for the stat book. Layups good with 6. And you don't even got to inbound the ball. They'll go to Bell, though. And Nixa is heading to the state title game in 2022 in Coach Osborne's last year. Oh, my goodness. What a time to be an Eagle.
What a time. It's been a great year for a lot of sports. Wish volleyball would have gotten the chance to play for it, but football, not really the end they wanted, but basketball's got a chance to ride it tomorrow
It's
for a
a-
state championship game.
It's a 10-point victory for Nixa. I mean, there were times where it was in question, but Nixa led the entire game.
Yeah, there was
I mean-
never a spot where Staley was winning.
Wow.
What a game. It's been a fantastic for the Eagles. Fantastic season for the Eagles. Fantastic career for these seniors.
And Coach
they got a chance
Osborne
to
with
play
his
one
hands
more.
in the air.
And they got a chance to do what Nixa has wanted for 30 years under Coach Osborne. Play for a state championship tomorrow, first time in 10 years, playing against McClure
Yes, it's
North.
been exactly a decade. 2012, the last time they played, they lost to McClure North. Of course, they had a kid going to Auburn. I mean, he was playing the SEC. Guys, this team is something special. Come out and see him tomorrow at 4 o'clock. It's CBC
3
and
o'clock.
Nixa.
Come
Come
out
out
at
at
3
2 o'clock. Go get some Chick-fil-A at 1:45.
There
and
you
then
go.
Go
Yep.
get some Chick-fil-A at like 9 a.m. and then come out here and camp out in front of the
Yes.
doors.
That, or I'm sure we'll have another takeoff party at the high school. That was nice to
Yes.
see.
I didn't get to go,
I didn't
but I'm going to be there tomorrow.
Well, you'll
I was
be
at
there
baseball
tomorrow.
practice.
I don't know what time the bus leaves. I should know as the bus driver, but I'm sure Coach Blancett will be sure to tell me.
Wow, what a time. So, 2 o'clock, Class 6 Girls State Championship back here at the Q, and then the main event, Nixa versus CBC. You guys got anything else? I think I'm good.
Let's have a convoy go back to
at
Eagle
least-
Stadium.
I need at least half of these people to come back and, support us for the baseball game. That'd be cool. half as many people would be the biggest crowd we've ever
People are
gotten.
going to move to U.S. Ballpark.
It'd be the biggest crowd we've ever gotten, that's
Yep,
for sure.
You're going to have to.
It'd be
get
awesome.
some bleachers in the outfield or something.
Yeah, we will. So let's go ahead and step aside, and we'll be here tomorrow.
First off, we want to congratulate
go
Staley
ahead.
for a great
Oh,
season.
yes.
I mean,
Well, they still got one more game, too.
yeah, I
Playing
know,
for third
but
place
we won't
tomorrow.
see them
Yeah.
again, so we want to congratulate them on a great season. I mean, the Eagles, they came today and put on a performance.
They came to play, and
they sure did.
They sure did.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I was overwhelmed by Staley's athleticism in the first 4 minutes of that game. I was like, wow,
Yep.
that is, they made it very hard on Nixa. Nixa just played probably some of their best basketball
All
they've
season,
played all
yeah.
year. I mean, now, granted, I think they probably could have won that game by 20 had they not thrown the ball all over the
Well, I mean,
place.
Staley came out. They made the right halftime adjustments, and they
Yes.
really started to come back.
No, I
but-
agreed with not going away from that trap. At first, I kind of questioned it, but I was like, no, if they just get a little pressure on
Yep.
it, it's good.
The pressure was there the whole game. It's the backside 2 or 3 guys that were not helping up like they should. And that second half, they stepped it up. Their coach talked to them at halftime and said, you better get on your horses when that ball or when the trap happens, and they sure did. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that I didn't get to walk past that locker room, but I'm sure it probably wasn't a fun time to be in there. But they responded well.
Yep.
But the Eagles were able to answer it and come away with a 10-point win.
Yep.
All right.
Someone want to do a recap of points?
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Trey.
Yeah, Colin Ruffin wasn't the leader in points, but he was. No, he wasn't. He had 18 points. Kale Combs with 19. Just a huge game out of your 2 best players, and they responded whenever you needed it.
Yes.
Colin Ruffin, 10 rebounds, only 2 assists. That cannot be right, but I don't know. Double-double for him. He's showing up when you need it, and if there's any college recruiters in here or listening, someone offer that kid. He is
needs
quite
it.
the ball player.
Yep. So is that all from us?
Yeah.
Well,
You want to recap them?
oh, them. For them, it was their leading scorer was Caden Fish. He had 16. Kyan Evans, their leading scorer on the season, only had 12 and fouled out. Much of the reason why Nixa won. 8 points out of Emmanuel Bird, and then the supporting cast, it was 3 for Ozza Bridges. He actually hit a huge 3. Cameron Monyao had 2 to go along with Jared Lee's 2, but it was the Nixa
Not
Eagles.
enough, yeah.
Nope, Nixa
It was-
Eagles out on top.
It was Jackson Bell that
Yep.
his defense has led the Eagles to where they are right now, and hopefully lead it to a state championship tomorrow. And Jared's got his work cut out for him with that Bull kid.
With
He is
John
quite
Bull,
the player.
the son of
and
Manu
by the,
Bull?
No, he is not.
Oh, the son?
He is not. He's
not.
not related to him at all.
No, you're kidding.
No. You would think so, but he is not. He's built the exact same way, have
Wow.
the same last name, but they're not related at all.
Okay, well, regardless, his handler is he played at Evansville, Marcus Wilson. He's a big-time broadcaster. But let's go ahead and wrap things up here. It was 53-43, Nixa on top. They'll play for a state championship tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Listen live by the broadcast, or what I would say is come here. For Trey Hartwell, Jordan Burns, I'm Ryan Retone, signing off from JQH Arena.